5th and final year for the Lawrence Hope.
Since the paintball tournament last year, Lauren's health declined severely. She began having massive seizures, and the doctors did all they could, and we did all that we could, and it just didn't work. By about March or April of this year, we began to ask God to take her home, and by about May, we were begging God to take her home. And in June, he answered our prayer. This paintball tournament with hundreds of people coming every year, the race with thousands of people coming every year, other events that we've done, people that know about this disease, research that's been funded, $198,000 worth of research so far. Thanks to you guys, there's almost $300,000 more in the account, just waiting for the researchers to show up to do the work. There'll be more after this weekend. Because this is the 5th and final Lawrence Hope Charity Tournament, I want to thank all of you. I want to thank all of you that have been here from the beginning. I want to thank Frida and Alan and Ron and Kat. And I want to thank B and some of the others that are here that are back for this final one, and some of the ones that couldn't be here. But guys, you have done a wonderful thing for paintball. You have done a wonderful thing for Lawrence Hope. You've done a wonderful thing for each other. And you've done a wonderful service for God, whether you realize it or not.
Hey, good morning. I'm Ron, and this is my wife, Kathy. And we host and organize the annual Lawrence Hope Charity Paintball Tournament, this being the 5th and final year for the Lawrence Hope. Kind of brisk out this morning. We're starting out Saturday morning with about 25-degree temps, but hopefully it's going to warm up and be a beautiful day and everything. We're real happy with the turnout this year. We have 54 teams scheduled to play over the 2 days, and between Division 3, 4, and 5, we have the Master Division, which is 35 and over, and then we also have the new division this year, which is the Pump. We're running an X-ball format, and so what we're doing this this tournament for, 100% of the proceeds that we raise will go to Lawrence Hope Foundation. And what they use the money for is to provide grants to researchers to find a cure for the Sanfilippo disease, or the Sanfilippo syndrome. Basically what that is the children that develop it are born without an enzyme in their brain, and right now it's 100% fatal, so they're really working hard to try and find a cure for this disease that will kill children. The foundation is named after Lauren McCraw, her father Dr. Andy McCraw, and her mother Cindy, Andy's wife, started a foundation to fund research. We became friends with them, and we decided 5 years ago to start a charity foundation, or charity tournament to raise money for research, and that's what it's turned into. And this, like I say, is the 5th year. 100% of it goes into the foundation, and we're trying to help save the children. Unfortunately, the tournament and the foundation named after Lauren. Lauren passed away this past June, and it's been real tough on those that have known Lauren. We miss her. She was a very special child. She brought a lot of hope into this world, and this whole tournament is in honor of Lauren McCraw. Thank you.
Situation gonna make it right. In the shadow of the darkness, I stand in the light. See, it's our style to keep it true. I had a bad year. I've gone through, I've been knocked out, beat down, but I can move. She's not the one coming back for you. She's not the one coming back for you. If I fall back down, you're gonna help me back up again. If I fall back down, you're gonna be my friend. If I fall back down, you're gonna help me back up again. Let's face me, even if I look and act really crazy. I won't wait till she betrayed me. Now my vision is no longer hazy. I'm very lucky to have my crew. They stood by me when she flew. I've been knocked down, beat down, black and blue. She's not the one coming back for you. She's not the one coming back for you. If I fall back down, you're the one help me back up again. If I fall back down, you're gonna be my friend. If I fall back down, you're gonna help me back up again. If I fall back down, you're gonna be my friend. If I fall back down, you're gonna help me back up again. If I fall back down, you're gonna be my friend. If I fall back down, you're gonna help me back up again. If I fall back down, you're gonna be my friend. If I fall back down, if I fall back down,
Cool, Robert's San Antonio Act Factor. I'm here with B. Youngs Paxson from Destiny. Here with Billy Bernaccia and Brian Gigliotti from the New England Hurricanes. Here with Rocky Cagnoni. We've all seen Rocky in the Push video, doing his thing in the Snake with Avalanche. We're here with Mike Paxson from Los Angeles Linemen, joined by Nikki Cuba from Los Angeles Linemen, joined by Alex A-Rod Savino from San Diego Dynasty. Here with Oliver Lang, Los Angeles Linemen, joined by Jackie Lawn from Destiny, joined by Nick Benesek from Las Vegas LTZ, and thanks for bringing the pro players in.
when you were languishing in rooms I put value in. When the wind set down in funnel form and pulled you in, I don't need to walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in. Don't need to walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in. When the ghostly dust of violence faces everything. When the gas runs out, just wrecking you insured the thing. I don't need to walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in. Don't need to walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in circles, walk around in. But I can't sign out that you made the move. It has gone and gone to dogs. Lay down on the floor.
Roberts here from San Antonio X Factor. I'm joined by Jackie Lawn from Destiny, and her brother actually has a similar enzyme deficiency that Lauren had. Tell us a little bit more about what your brother has.
Lauren has what it's called Sanfilippo. It's actually a form of MPS, which stands for mucopolysaccharide. She's missing an enzyme that basically breaks down a bodily sugar, and because of that, mucus, it's called mucopolysaccharide, builds up in her system and destroys her most vital organs. And my brother has what's called MPS 2, which is Hunter's syndrome. It's very similar. It's a different form of it, but it's just as severe. And it's a terminal illness that does not have a cure at the moment, but they are working for they have an enzyme replacement treatment. So this is what the research from this event, all the money goes to that research.
Okay. What is the life expectancy for the children that suffer from this?
For my hunters, I know the children are expected from 8 to 14.
Right, and I think it's pretty close to the same for Sanfilippo, is that correct?
Yes.
Is there, what does Lauren's Hope mean to you? Obviously, this was something that was very close to home, something heartfelt. What is it like to be out here and to see what all these pro paintball players coming out here and helping out with?
Well, I learned about this event last year after I started playing paintball, and I saw that Lauren had Sanfilippo. It just brought so much joy to my heart that people, were really trying to pitch in and help out a very rare disease that barely anyone knows about. So I was really touched. So me and my family came and wanted to help support, and Lauren's family. We had actually met Lauren years before, and we just felt like we owed it to the MPS community to be there for her. So.
Very good. Once again, this is Jackie Lawn from Destiny. Thank you for coming out.
Thank you.
As we all know, we're here at Lauren's Hope Charity Tournament. What does that mean to you? How'd you get involved with it?
Actually, real good friends with Kat, and been friends with her for probably like 3-4 years now.
Right on.
And just been talking to her, and I've been trying to get out here so many times, and luckily enough, I've had the chance to be able to get out here and try and support and give what I can.
Right.
In the times that people need stuff.
And you donate jerseys every year, and we appreciate that.
Yeah,
for coming out.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I got Kathy and Ron. They got a hold of me, and they told me, the aspects of what was going on, and in this day and age, people got to help people out,
Absolutely.
And I like to give my time for stuff like this. It's a good cause, and now me being a dad, stuff like this is important.
Absolutely.
And it's all about giving back and helping out. With all the crazy stuff that's going on, it's just good to show support for something like this. It's a great cause. So, and this is my second year. I missed last year due to Little Rock.
Right.
We had the little dad, father, son combination going, but this year I'm back, and it's awesome.
It's always great to have you, Rocky. Thank you very much.
No
Always
problem.
involved in charity.
Thank you.
Bart was talking to me about this charity event, and I wanted to come down here and to give back to the community and paintball, and try to make it get a little bit bigger. And
Well, we appreciate you coming out. Like I said, you were here last year, and you've given a lot of support to the organization.
Low stress, it's all about just coming out and having a good time when playing paintball.
Right on. And so, when B got involved with this, you weren't here last year. Did she kind of prod you to come in here? Or
Oh no,
were you just ready to come?
I think I had to go do something else, and she was like, "Oh, I can't believe we have to do this." I was like, "Oh man." So I really wanted to come last year, and then so I actually had a chance to come this year. I was like, "Oh, I can't wait." So I was actually looking forward to it.
Well, it's good to have you out here. Thank you, Mike, for everything.
Coming out here, joining up with my buds, all my guys, trying to help raise money for Lauren's Hope. B. Youngs, I've known her for a long time, B. Paxson. She got me involved, and she talked to one of my old team owners, Bart Monroe, and he pitched in and helped bring a bunch of us pros out here. And I love being here.
Having a good time so far?
Great time. Everyone out here is real nice, real chill, and we're playing paintball, just having fun.
Thanks a lot, A-Rod, for coming out.
No problem.
I actually got a call from B. Youngs, and she asked me if I wanted to come do a charity event for a good cause, trying to raise some money for sick children. And I definitely liked the idea, and she got me a plane ticket. I came down here, and it was a good time, good cause. A lot of people here, so.
So it's gonna be your second year.
This is my second year here, yeah.
I came down to help out for a good cause, raise some money for some sick kids that are playing down here today, and for my sponsors, representing the sponsors, came down with Billy to help out.
Well, Kathy's come up and talked to me years and years. I mean, it must be 4 or 5 years now, and she's always a sweetheart. You know, I remember Lauren, and you know, B's always been helping around. Now we've got Mike on the team, so B's always in my ear. So you know, I did it for everything, but mainly B's been pushing me hard to get out here, and fortunately I've had enough time in this offseason to come out.
We've been lucky enough also to have come out a special kid that has multiple sclerosis and can't move around too well, but you actually see him out there playing paintball. What do you think of that?
You know what? That guy's my hero. That's what it's about. It's interesting, and it's amazing to see people that aren't as fortunate as the rest of us doing what we do normally. And you really think about how lucky you are.
All right. Well, thank you all for coming out. We appreciate all the support. He's been involved with Lawrence Hope for quite a while and does a lot of other charity work. B, tell us a little bit about what you do here. How you got involved with the charity and so forth.
I've known Kathy Green for years now. So after she went to one of our clinics, she started talking about what she was doing, and I actually didn't attend the first few, but the last couple of ones that I have been helpful at. I think it was your idea to bring in the pros, and then she just wanted me to come in and just do some commentary, I guess, and even, do some playing, I guess. And this year as well, I kind of had a handle in trying to bring in even more guys, and so it was pretty significant trying to get Mike Paxton in the schedule, and then having Nikki here is a big difference, and then Ollie Lang too, obviously from Iron. And then them coming off a world championship win. So it's a really good thing for the people that live in this area that probably have never really been to World Cup, so it was a good opportunity for them to meet. But it was also another kind of a feel-good thing for the pro guys to kind of humble their attitudes and do something that's other than, for themselves.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
And meeting Lauren, what kind of impact did that have on you? I know she touched you,
Yeah, well, my dad had a neurological disorder. And so we found out about his multi-system atrophy about 3 years ago. And so when I met Lauren, I felt really sympathetic for her because at least my father got to live a good 65 years of his life. And his deterioration really didn't happen until like the last 3. But for Lauren, she was such a source of strength since she was 3 years old. I think the story behind that is she grabbed her mom's curling iron and she just held on to it. She didn't know to let go. And so right then and there they knew something was wrong. She was doing her alphabet. She was singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star up until about 3, and then things just started to decline from there. I guess they were missing an enzyme, and so it's just that lack of not having something to kind of put 2 and 2 together. And so I think at the end she had a feeding tube, and again that's something that for me was really personal because my father had requested for a feeding tube right before he had passed. And so yeah, it's definitely like you kind of wonder like why would that happen to children, but everything happens for a reason. And if you look at the children that have the MPS III or the Sanfilippo disease, they all look similar. And same with the children that have Hunter's disease, they all look similar. So it's kind of like they chose almost, before they even were born, that they were going to have to live like that. And it was a true test of faith in God and the ability to just show strength and be a source of inspiration for the people around them. So yeah, it was really meaningful.
It was, exactly. Thank you, B, for being here. You've done a lot for the charity, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Jackie Lawn from Destiny, and I'm joined with Cole Roberts from San Antonio X Factor. And Cole, tell us why you came to Lauren and why you like to be so involved with the event.
Well, about 3 years ago, I met Kathy and Ron Green at one of the national events, and you know, we weren't playing very well, but after the tournament, she had come up and said, "Would you mind giving me a jersey?" And I didn't even think about it. I said, "Sure." And then I asked later what it was for, and she explained to me that about this enzyme deficiency that these kids have, and you know how terrible of a thing it was. And she said, "Well, we have a charity event every year." At that point, I got an idea to maybe have some pros come down to help raise more money, and that's when it started. You know, they started flying us pros in, get a little bit bigger crowd out here. We donate jerseys and things for them to give away and raise more money. You know, and it's just very special to me to be able to help, because you know people have helped me coming up, so I like to give back whenever I can.
Day before I left, well, everything was just fine. She must have waited to cave in on that day 9. This severely affected the 8th and 7th night, but that still didn't make me feel like the time was right to say goodbye. Say goodbye to you, my friend. Say goodbye. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, day before I left, we pretended things were fine, even though the 9th day cave was acting as both our minds. 5th day and counting, well, she found it astounding when I told her I didn't want to miss her while she was in my surroundings. The 4th day was new with her, same question asked again. Once you're gone, how long till I get my depth perception back again? At that, I had the same flabbergasted face for most of the 3rd and 2nd days. The final day before I left came and I still had nothing to say. Say goodbye to you, my friend. Say goodbye to you, my I was trying to adjust and she came. The 6th day she was stuck looking for sparks but couldn't see the flame. The 7th day I fell asleep in the fire that we had made. She woke me up and I said goodbye and we were never the same. No! Attraction, distraction, fraction, lifetime of satisfaction. Take action or back off. Take action or back off. Take action or back off. Say goodbye to you, my friend. Say goodbye.
everybody. It's been a long weekend, but we've had a great time out here. All the teams have just been wonderful to be around. Everybody's packing up now to go home. And we would like to say goodbye because this is our last one that we can host for now. My husband's health and my health is not doing too good, so we would like to say goodbye to everyone, but keep in touch. And thanks for all the support to help for these children.
Cole Roberts here from San Antonio X Factor. Just want to send out one last final thank you to everybody that's made this event a success. Paintball has raised thousands of dollars for the research of San Filippo and a cure. Thank you, Ron and Kathy Green, very big figureheads in the sport, very big in Lawrence Hope. Thank you, B. Youngs, for organizing the pro players to come out here. Thank you, Ian Renz, for making the video. Of course, it's non-profit, and all proceeds will go to the Lawrence Hope charity. Would also like to thank all the pro players that took it out of their time to be here and give a little something back. And one last final thank you to all the people that attended the tournament. You guys are the ones that make this a success. Thank you, North Carolina, for having us.